Hi guys, let's talk about what self-worth really is and what it really means to work on yourself. So, as you know, you will be instructed to do some work on yourself. You will get exact instructions how to do it, and we have a lot of tools on this channel. And also, there's a workshop that you can take for some extra stuff, like guided therapy and things like that. But what does it really mean? Is it really about? So, number one, you will probably go into this whole process of self worth, self growth for the wrong reason. And your reason will be, I'm doing this to get my ex back. And it's not bad if that's your reason, because if you're getting a spell to get your ex back, your reason will not be, oh, I really want to grow as a person just to have a nicer life and to um, do some growing spiritually. Uh, it would be a lie if we would say that. Most of you are like, okay, I'm gonna do this because like this my spell is gonna work better, I'm not gonna be blocking it, my energy is gonna be more attractive, and my vibration will be higher. But your intention with all of this is to get the ex back. It doesn't matter. It's okay if you're going with that intention. It doesn't matter what intention you go into it with. Or, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it just to humor Svetlana, or, I'm gonna do it just to see what happens, whatever it is. You don't have to have the intention, I'm doing this because I wanna grow. You don't have to at all. Why? Because it doesn't matter with what intention you go into it. What matters is that you do it correctly. That's the only thing that matters. You can be doing it to get your ex back, fine. It's okay. I mean, you are basically doing it for that reason. Let's not lie ourselves. And it's okay. But what is important is that you actually do it, that you are not just like, if you're doing the workshop, that you're just not dying of boredom when I talk and then you just do the chores, just a little bit, just so you get it done. Like when you were in school and there was some topic that you hated and you were just like doing the homework, just to get it over with, just to write something. No, you really have to go fully in. So basically, it doesn't matter why you've decided to grow. And often, our lesson after a breakup is to learn something about us and grow spiritually. So breakups are actually even meant to make us grow as persons. So that's their mission for the most part. And this is in the big picture of things, right? So you have a karmic contract with someone, you think it's about them, it's about love, but it's actually about you and your spiritual growth. And this is why it's so important. This is another reason why it's so important, that I don't think I've addressed so far. So it's very important because you need to be in the right mindset, you have to be in the right vibration, and your energy needs to be attracting and not repulsing. So, needy, desperate energy will block any spell work. But another important reason to do it is because you are meant to do it. It's your lesson after a breakup. So, your lesson is to better yourself, to work on your attachment style if you are not a healthy attached person, to learn something about yourself, to learn a lesson. So this is also why we are doing all of this along with the spell work, because often the universe will not let you go on before you learn your lesson. So you can't have your ex back before you learn your lesson. That's another reason why we are doing so much focusing on us and growing. I hope this makes sense to you. I don't know advanced each person is with these questions, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of you will understand what I'm talking about. So, those are the reasons why we should do it after a breakup, anyways. And then, especially if we have a spell going, it just needs to be done. So, we just need to work on us, and we need to be focusing on us because we are important and we often neglect that, especially when we are in love, when we are unhappily in love. So we just put all the focus on that person that we want to be with, and we just don't give us any credit. So some of you have been, it's a journey again. Some will take longer, some will take shorter, but just take your time because you can't rush things. You can't rush magic, you can't rush things. So just relax about it. So some of you have been reporting that, um, some stuff that you kind of realize now that you are supposed to be treated better and things like this. And this will happen when your self-worth increases. So when you're doing it right, you're going to kind of start to understand what you deserve and what you should get. And no, this doesn't mean your ex will not come back because they're not good enough for you. Nope. But it's very important to know this one thing. So when your self-worth is not where it's supposed to be, basically, I'm going to put it that way, when it's low, you're gonna want to please the person. So you're gonna want to do anything for the person, and you are not gonna care if you get crumbs in return. So you just want to be with the person no matter what. You want to be with the person even if they don't treat you completely right, because you just want them so much, you love them so much. So this is a sign that you are not where you're supposed to be, vibration wise, mindset wise, everything wise. Okay. And once you get there, you're gonna actually want to be treated properly, and you're not gonna want bad treatment anymore. So that's kind of how you will know that you are improving, that you are growing, that you're realizing things, is when you're gonna be like, I deserved so much better. I deserved to be taken to dates, or I deserve someone who's faithful. And whatever the issues might have been, and there are issues in every relationship. So you are actually, when your self-worth increases, what happens is that your person is starting to come off that pedestal, because when you're needy and desperate, you are not seeing any flaws of this person. The only flaws you're seeing are yours, and we all have flaws. You have flaws, yes, absolutely, but so does the person, your ex. They have flaws as well. Everyone does. And you're supposed to realize that they are not above you. So we are not trying to make you hate them or something like that. I'm too good for them, I don't want them anymore. That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to just realize that they have flaws as well, and you have flaws as well, and both of you probably said and did some things that you shouldn't have, right? But by chasing over them and like obsessing over them, you are basically putting them on this pedestal, because now they're like above you, they're too good for you, and you just have to do something to get them. You just have to, you're trying to manipulate stuff maybe, or you did in the past. Because when we try to manipulate someone, it means that we think we are not good enough for them. So basically, the issue is us. So we don't think we're good enough for someone. We don't think we have what it takes. And everything comes to working on yourself and increasing your value in your own eyes. Also, when we desperately seek validation, it's another sign that we don't have it from us. So we we need validation from others because we are not giving it to us. And then, you get some validation and then you want some more. And when you're not getting it, you get obsessed because you are seeking it so much and you really want it from this person. So, what I'm trying to say is that this is crucial. This is crucial. Okay. This is crucial for your spell if you're trying to get an ex back, if that's the spell you want. This is also crucial if you're trying to move on from someone, because you have to learn your lesson either way. Until you learn your lesson, you will not feel okay. So your lesson is always about you. It's never about the other person, and you're focusing so much on the other person when you are in the low vibration. You're very needy, you're very desperate, and you're just focusing on them. How do I get them? What do I do to get them? What do I text to get them? What do I post on my social media to get a like from them, to get their attention? What do I do? Where do I go to run into them? All of this stuff is, of course, wrong. What you should be focusing on and where the answers lie is in you. So you should be thinking, why do I feel like I'm not good enough unless this person texts me or likes my post? What's the issue behind that? And all of those issues you can solve with the workshop again. So always look in the terms of yourself and where the lesson lies. Why? What do you have to learn and why? Um, I hope I'm making sense. But this is one of the reasons why I emphasize so much focusing on you and not on them. It's also energetic, absolutely, but I mainly talk about just that part of it. Another part is the lessons we need to learn, and there are always lessons from the universe. And yes, I'm fully aware that not everyone um, has the same beliefs, maybe, and doesn't think that we are put on this earth to learn and to grow. But, you know, we are sorry, and we really need to be focusing on that, because that is how we kind of get where we want to be in life. And some people never grow, they never learn, and there's a lot of people like that, and that's such a shame. um, so definitely learn your lessons, grow, and yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to say. So, you noticing that you deserve to be treated better does not mean that now you're gonna hate your ex and won't want them back anymore. It simply means that they are falling off that pedestal because they should never have been on the pedestal. Never. So, not after the breakup, not during the relationship. You should always be equals. So, there shouldn't be like underneath you, but you both should be at an equal place. And we do say that you need to put yourself on that pedestal, because in the process of doing all of this, you have to put yourself on that pedestal. You have to see yourself as someone who deserves the best, because you do. You do. You simply do. Just by existing, you don't need to earn it, okay? um, and then you have to realize that you're human, your ex is human, you both have flaws, you both made mistakes. And it's important to forgive, as I always say, forgive yourself and forgive them, but also yourself, because we do blame ourselves for a lot of things. And then, when we realize, okay, they didn't treat me well in this situation, they did this, and we may build up some resentment through the process of, getting our worth back. So then you just have to forgive them for that. You have to see why someone did what they did. you have to understand. You have to understand that they're not evil. They were not trying to hurt you. They maybe weren't aware that they should take you on a date. Maybe, they had some reason. Um, and like I was talking to one of my reading clients today, and we were talking how often, this is the issue, that when we are anxious or something, we don't even think about that the other person may have anxiety as well, that the other person may, worry as well about something. And we always kind of tend to, well, not all of us, of course, just, this general audio, we tend to just look at our side of everything. When did we feel hurt? When did this happen to us? Why are we worried? Why are we, waiting for the text and things like that? And in the meanwhile, the other person could have similar issues, and sometimes they will feel like you didn't treat them the way you should, and all of those stuff. And you also have to be aware of how you react, because you are, again, when you are reactive, when you're triggered and you react, you're again viewing just yourself. So when you react, with raising your voice or sending some mean texts or sending some passive aggressive texts, you are again just looking yourself as a victim. They deserve they triggered me, all of that. But then you are not seeing how they are feeling when they get texts like that, or when you raise their voice at them. And I think, empathy is something that most of us have, but then we are not really always fully using it. And we should learn. I think this is one of the lessons for everyone. We should learn to kind of put ourselves in shoes of other people. And I think that, people in general don't do that. So, for example, when you're gossiping about some coworker that has put on some weight, and it's a funny story to you, you're not thinking how that coworker would feel if they heard you, how that coworker feels because of the weight issue, why it happened. They may be ill, they may be, depressed. So I think that people in general just don't think about things like that. Also, people that love to gossip about celebrities and post really mean stuff, in comments and such things, under the articles about them or wherever. They also don't think how hard it is to be famous, because they only think, oh, it's so great, it's so fun, they have all of this money, they look great, they have everything, when in reality, that is the case, that they have the money, but money doesn't buy happiness, money doesn't buy a peaceful mind. They still get their feelings hurt, for sure, when people are just making up stuff about them or saying mean stuff about their appearance, and other things as well. And they don't think about, oh, maybe this celebrity is really getting a lot of anxiety from all the bad comments, or from all the hate, or all the mocking about their, I don't know, plastic surgery, or whatever the case may be. I'm just these are like examples that just aren't, you don't have to take them that seriously. They just came to me. It can be anything, really. So I'm just trying to give you examples of how we don't always think about other people and how things make them feel. We only see our side. So we kind of need to learn to do that as well. So I hope this was helpful to at least one person. And I really hope we will all grow together. We all have a lot of growing to do. me included, of course. And yeah, I'm happy to grow with you. Bye, guys.